Good Tuesday night. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. I am glad to get to be back with you again tonight. I visited with Mike and Alvina Rawls a little bit earlier today, and they looked at me and said, "Hey, you did a show last week." And I said, "Yes, I did." Didn't want to promote it a whole lot last week because you may remember when we were doing the show last week, it was actually snowing, literally snowing at the time. Now, you probably couldn't tell that now because it was 70 degrees this afternoon. So, there's that. That's fine. But I did want to, so I didn't promote it as much last week because I also was concerned at that point in time about the quote unquote rolling blackouts that folks south of the river experienced a lot more than we did up here on this side. And praise God for that. So I wasn't real sure, should we promote it too much? But we went ahead and did a show anyway. Wanted to promote a little bit more tonight because I have somebody very special on with me tonight. Very, very grateful to get to have Stephanie Gardner with me. And as some folks are coming into the broadcast tonight, I know some more will come in even as we're here, Stephanie, but I mean that when I say it, because I have always appreciated you in the time I've got to know you, specifically then as you've come and taken over as the director of Durant Main Street. But in watching what you do it well, you do it with a passion, and it seems like something that you just do naturally. And I appreciate that. There's an excellence in how you handle yourself.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. And I am passionate about what I do. I care about Durant. I care about downtown. I care about the people that live here. So I'm glad that comes through, because with a job like yours or mine, you really have to care about what you do to keep you going.
That much is certain. Well, I wanted to now, as we're coming in tonight, I want to talk about a few events because we want to promote tonight. That's a big deal, and is definitely promoting what's going on. And there's so much that's happening. There was a board meeting a little bit earlier tonight, and you mentioned the fact that, like, from now until not necessarily eternity, but for a number of weeks, it's just one right after another, and so we're getting going in a very busy time.
We are. I mean, I feel like eternity when I look at the calendar, but just a busy time. But the weather's getting good downtown, and with spring coming, it always gets busier with events. People want to be outside, so we're excited to get those rolling and have a lot of activity downtown.
Well, tell us really quickly then, for some who may not know, you are the director of Durant Main Street. What exactly does that mean, and what does Durant Main Street do?
So, yes, I'm the director of Durant Main Street. I think of myself as the little downtown cheerleader. But Durant Main Street is just a nonprofit organization that focuses on revitalizing downtown. So that means everything from hosting events like like we're going to talk about tonight, that drives foot traffic to our small businesses that are downtown and entertains our community. It's the look of downtown. We're very involved with, the beautification and, preserving the history of our downtown district. Economic vitality. We're involved with recruiting new businesses to downtown. So if there's businesses that people are wanting to see in Durant, we are actively, trying to reach out and recruit those types of businesses into the vacancies that we have, if they're a good fit for downtown, as well as supporting our existing small businesses. We have about 70 small businesses in downtown, which you might not realize it till you see the list on paper,
Yeah.
But, we're really passionate about keeping them supported. How we got to keep them making money so they can stay in business and serve our community. And we want to keep growing them as, business professionals, but also as business owners in downtown.
And you're right. I mean, if you haven't thought about it in a little while, and sometimes you get busy in doing this and doing that, and you may not always be driving downtown or looking when you're driving downtown. You might just be cruising down Main Street, turn left, and you head north on First, and whatever the case may be. If you open up your eyes just a little bit, there are so many businesses there, so many local folks, local businesses from all sizes, and that do all kinds of different things. And it really is, it really is something. And I look back and I think, I was thinking earlier about when I was in college here, and of course that goes back a long ways, 89 to 93, do the math there yourselves at home. But it's so much different now. It really is. And even, the time change is coming. I know we need to get into the events, and I will, but the time change is coming. And so, it's going to feel like it's, there's more time to your day. But you just even drive down on a First Friday. We'll talk about a First Friday here coming up in just a moment. The lights are on. I mean, And there's so much happening, and it's really, really neat to see it and just get to be a part of it. And I would think something like that also has to be encouraging to you because you've been such a big part of it, making it happen.
It is encouraging to see that and to see people enjoying downtown. I mean, I grew up in the Durant area, and even, my 35-ish years, it has changed a lot. Even
Is there a statement in that? Okay, just saying. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It has changed a lot, even over what I have seen. And just to see people really want to be downtown, want to have their business downtown, want to fix up the buildings, and to see how happy people are just being together, and so that's what makes me happy. And that's what, pushes us forward at Durant Main Street to do the work that we're doing as our community.
Well, I want to give a shout out really quickly. Dottie, it's good to see you tonight. And hey, you got here at the very beginning. You're always here. I appreciate seeing you. Linda, God bless you. Good to see you tonight too. And Jason of the many shamrock emojis. I am always glad to see those shamrock emojis come up. Now, we want to talk with about a couple of things here. We're visiting with Stephanie Gardner from Durant Main Street, and there are so many things that are happening in just the upcoming weeks, including this weekend. We're getting things underway. Mardi Gras. It's going to be Mardi Gras here in Durant. How about that?
So it was a little postponed, it was supposed to happen a couple of weekends ago, but with the snow and the weather, it got postponed. But it's this Saturday, the 27th. So we're having our very first Mardi Gras on Main. So it's just festivities spread out across downtown on Saturday. You can see the schedule at durantmainstreet.org or on our Facebook page as well. But it's everything from restaurants that are going to be serving different Cajun food specials and Cajun, Mardi Gras type drinks. We've got, I know I will be down there for Durant Main Street giving out 100 free mini king cakes to people that are down there. Durant Mercantile is doing a mask decorating station inside their business. I think the Classy Collective is giving a drawing for some beignets. I mean, it's just fun, kind of getting in that festive Mardi Gras Cajun mood. We're going to have live music from 3 to 5 in Art Alley. And so, just a lot of fun things. Colorful. We'll have some photo ops and some displays there that, I know that Mardi Gras is already a little bit over, but we wanted to still have the event and, kind of keep that going this Saturday.
I think you had me at beignets, so I think that's we have to make sure that we're a part of that. Okay, now then it's not long after that till we get to. I mean, my goodness, February. We're already we're nearly done with February.
I know. I can't believe it. I mean, March is next week. So our March First Friday event is the following Friday.
That's what I wanted to segue into. Take it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so we were already trying to get our minds right to do Mardi Gras, but also start thinking about all the March events. And so the first Friday for March is a spring fling theme. And so we're going to be having a lot of sidewalk sales downtown. We're going to have a couple of food trucks on the, parked out there so people can eat and stroll. And one thing that actually we haven't even announced yet, but I will right now, the murals that are currently hung in the Art Alley, we are going to be changing those out with new murals and, coming pretty soon. But we have decided that we're going to do a silent auction and auction off those existing murals. So people that come down to March 1st Friday next week will have first dibs and the opportunity to bid on some of those mural panels if they want to take it and put it on their business, put it in the backyard, whatever they might want to do with it. So we've had some people that had reached out and that were interested in, keeping that art alive somewhere else in Durant, even their home or another business. So we're going to do that during First Friday as well.
And what's the date on that one?
So that one is March 5th.
March 5th. All right. So keep that in mind. And by the way, I want to keep mentioning that too. I know some folks are watching basketball tonight, and I will be giving a shout out to basketball a little bit later on. We do have some county teams that are actually playing right now. One of the games is wrapped up. Caddo boys are still playing. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But that is March 5th, and we hope that county teams are still playing even on that weekend as well. Excited to have lots of things going on. That's another good thing about right now is that we're getting back into the community, and we've made it through a lot of different things, which the viruses going around, and we've all dealt with that. And then, Siberia showed up in my front yard. So I mean, I think that's why it almost feels like we've lost part of 2021 just because we've dealt with all of that, and here we are again in March.
I know. I feel like the first 2 months have flown by, and usually January and February is sort of the slowish time downtown. People, as far as shopping, people kind of made it through the holidays and are holding off shopping and spending as much the first part of the year. But then, especially being out with the snow and everything, it's just like, wow, where did the first 2 months go? But now it's getting warmer. Like today was so beautiful, and I know people are going to be ready to get outside and start hanging out with people as much as they can, even with the way the situation continues with COVID.
I think, and you're right, and I think I really do believe we're pushing through this, and we're coming to a point where things are opening up, hopefully even more all around the country. But I feel like we're blessed where we are right now in this part of the country, in this part of the state. And I think that we've been able to make it through a lot of things. After First Friday, it's not that far. And then we're going to be celebrating something. I don't know. Have we really ever celebrated St. Patrick's Day in this community as much before?
I mean, we've done maybe, some small things with just decorations and stuff, I think, for one of our First Fridays, but never a standalone event. So this year is the first time that we're going to be doing a standalone St. Patty's Day of festivities. We're going to be having a Patty's Day paw parade down Art Alley, so that'll be pet friendly. Of course, we'll be encouraging Irish food and different things like that on the menus. I know some people are going to have green beer and doing some things related to pub crawls and stuff like that. But then we'll have fun, lighthearted stuff for the kids too, just like face painters with shamrock, that'll paint shamrocks on their face. You said you had some shamrock emojis in the comments, so they should the shamrock face painting.
This is definitely where Jason Manis and Shamrock Bank should just come to the fore.
$5 in Shamrock Bank to put those face tattoos on people.
Okay, Jason, if you're still watching right now, I mean, there's an opportunity here. There's definitely an opportunity here. Well, with McWilliams, so you can imagine there's some Scottish in this, but there's also it's Scotch-Irish. So this is a time where my family feels the need to celebrate. So
it's we'll cool. Definitely come downtown on the 13th. There's going to be a lot of things going on. There'll be live music and other things as well.
We are definitely going to celebrate that, and it sounds like a lot of fun. And the live, you said live music, right? Okay, I thought you said loud music, but and it's probably going to be loud too. That's all right. Okay, well then after that, so we're going on through, and if you're keeping score at home, by the way, I mean we have gone from Mardi Gras to Spring Fling First Friday to St. Patrick's Day, and then before you know it, we're going to have college rodeo in the area once again. By the way, the Durant Durant Riding Club Pro Rodeo is a PRCA rodeo now, and we're promoting that here definitely on the Patriot, definitely promoting that big time. But you're also talking about college rodeo coming to town as well, and Main Street promoting that.
Yeah, I mean, so March 18th through the 20th is when the Collegiate Rodeo will be here. And, that brings so many people to town. It's a fantastic event. We have a great, team there at Southeastern that hosts that. And we were having conversations with them, like, what more could we do downtown? Because, when those people are traveling in, whether they're, competing or whether it's their family and friends that are, just along for the ride to watch and cheer for them, they're looking for stuff to do while they're here for 3 days, 2 or 3 days. And so we're doing what we're going to call rodeo days. And, we've got a lot of businesses that are going to be doing sales and giveaways and things that are geared towards those rodeo kids. But also we're going to be having different live music. I mean, I'm thinking some country, probably some red dirt, really kind of play up the theme there and just have some activity going on downtown that end of that weekend while they're here. So they have something to do when they're not at the rodeo arena, and they're excited about coming downtown. So we're happy that Christy reached out to us to partner on that event. We're even going to be doing some big giveaways that they can announce at the rodeo from some of our downtown businesses, maybe giving away boots and, different things like that during the rodeo. So I think it's going to be a really great partnership that can just, kind of tie into that fantastic event that's been going on here.
The Bryan County Patriot is a big fan of Coach Christy Broderick and the
Awesome.
Southeastern Rodeo team. Christy is she? You're right, she is. She's awesome. Such a hard worker and so dedicated to what she does. The Southeastern Rodeo team, if you don't realize, it's good, has been good for many, many years, and she is a big part of that. So we definitely want to promote that as well. And then of course go to the rodeo too and watch our kids perform, and hopefully they do well and push toward that. I know things were kind of shut down last year, just on a side note to do with Southeastern Rodeo, but we have kids that are moving on to the national finals, the CNFR, year after year, and so there's a lot going on with Southeastern's rodeo team, so it's fantastic, and Coach Christy Broderick does a great job. Well, one more thing, and I'll wrap up my time with Stephanie and not keep her too late tonight, because I know you've been busy all day long. And you need to get to sleep at some point.
I will.
And that is this. Let's go ahead and not go to beyond March. So we'll stick to March for a little bit longer. March the 20th then, and something a little bit different that you have talked about. I think this is a neat idea to just again keep our local businesses at the forefront of our minds.
Yeah, so starting in March, we're going to be promoting something that we're calling $20 on the 20th. And really, it's very simple. We're going to be encouraging our community on the 20th of the month. So March 20th will be the first one. Take 20 bucks and go spend it at one of your favorite local businesses. Most of us can afford to spend $20 once a month and maybe go try a different business every month, downtown, or pick somebody you haven't gone to. And they don't even have to be downtown, any kind of local business that you want to support. Because, business owners have had a tough year just like everybody else, between COVID and then, of course, everything that this winter weather has brought on. And so anything we can do to really support them and put money back in our local economy, it only benefits Durant and it benefits, our local community. So we're going to try that out. We'll be doing a big social media push for the $20 on the 20th. So start saving your dollars. You have all the way until March 20th, and then you can be thinking about where you want to spend them.
That is a cool idea, and you're right. That's not an unreasonable amount. And if we all take part in it, how much can we bless our local businesses in that way too? And those things add up. They really do. It's something cool. Well, Stephanie, I'm so thankful that you took time for me tonight and for all of us tonight to get to share. And if you're not watching this live, if you're watching on a replay, definitely go back and get these dates. But I want to give you the last word. They can find the dates again where, and just wrap up your time tonight.
Sure. So if they want a recap of all the events that we discussed, as well as future events, they can go to durantmainstreet.org and click on the events tab. You can also subscribe to our e-newsletter that you'll get once a month from us that kind of runs down events and projects, new businesses going on downtown. But I do want to say thanks, Joey. I know you always do a great job of promoting downtown, supporting Durant Main Street, and we do appreciate it because it takes everybody, to give back to our small businesses and to kind of keep building that community that we're all envisioning.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to get to work alongside you, because I meant what I said. You do it well, and I every time I see you, you're working so hard. So slow down a little bit and let the rest of us catch up. Anyway.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, Stephanie Gardner, thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Man, she's fantastic. She really is fantastic. And I was really glad to get to have her on tonight. And I know that we'll get a chance to visit with her again sometime later. So not a long show tonight, but just an idea. Wind blowing through here. I don't know, it's windy. It all of a sudden got windy, a little drafty. Some windows open somewhere. That's okay. I just felt it. But okay, let's start to wind down this way. I do have some scores for you because, just in case you didn't know, I do broadcast sports. And if you haven't seen that, that's our drinking game here on BCP Live. When I say I broadcast sports, we get to take a drink. So there is water in the alumni cup, and that's the way it's going to stay. All right, maybe Dr. Pepper. I don't know. On St. Patrick's Day, can you dye Dr. Pepper green? I mean, if I were to put green food coloring in my Dr. Pepper cup, would that just discolor the cup? How nasty would that look? I don't know. I mean, because I'm just saying, I'm not going to get the green beer. Now, if you want to get the green beer, that's fine. You can do the green beer. I'm not going to get the green beer, but what am I going to get to dye green? We'll have to think about that. Let me know. All right, BCP Live is moving to a weekly format. Now, we've been on the last, of course, Tuesday night and then last Tuesday night, and we're going to kind of keep with that, work around the weekend some. We're going to go once a week for sure, and it may be Tuesday, it may be Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. Likely going to be Tuesday. We'll be avoiding the weekends because with sports back, then I get to broadcast some sports, by the way. And so I'm really excited about getting back into getting to do some gigs and promote. And so we're going to stay away from the weekends from like Thursday on because I may be on the road broadcasting, and I'm thankful for that. But we need to get this going again, and so I'm excited to announce for sure that it's going to be a weekly broadcast. We may do a special extra bonus show, but we'll be on the air at least once a week, and we're going to be promoting our Bryan County area. So anyway, can we dye my hair? I don't have Ronnie. We could do this. We could the eyebrows. We could dye the eyebrows. Yes, I still do have eyebrows. So there is that. And some of this is a little more. Jody says it's gray, but Mrs. Patriot's wrong about some things. I think she needs to look at it. I think it's just a lighter blonde. That's all it is. Michelle, good to see you tonight. God bless you. All right, I promised some scores really quickly. So if I can pull this up here. Scores from last night, by the way. Bryan County teams, Calera beat Colbert in Class 2A playoffs, girls and boys. The girls won 45-19. The boys won, excuse me, 43-37. Last night, also in Class A, in a consolation bracket game, Rattan defeated Rock Creek boys 60-48. So Rock Creek has been eliminated. And then tonight's scores, all right, from the girls' side, Class 2A, District Championship, Silo defeated Walters 56-32. In a regional championship in Class A, Caddo girls won 45-26 over Geronimo. So Silo girls district champs, Caddo girls regional champs, and both moving on in the winners bracket. The boys side tonight, district championship, Class 2A, Silo 78, Walters 47. Silo's boys are district champs. And let me see if I can find an update here. So stay with me. I know we're on a live broadcast right now, but Caddo was trailing 23-16 at the half. The boys were trailing Snyder 23-16 at the half. So let me see if there is an updated score here. I'll try to find this. See if there's an update. There should be. Nope. All I have right now is Caddo still trailing Snyder 23-16. That was a halftime score. If anybody knows the Caddo score, let me know. We're going to wrap it up and shut things down. We're not going a full 30 minutes tonight, so I will start winding down. If you happen to know the Caddo score, go ahead and put that in the comments section, and we'll get that out. But the Caddo boys were trailing by 7 to Snyder at the half. And that is a regional winners bracket championship game, too, in Class A. So that is fine. Oh, all right. Hey, Ronnie, glad you mentioned that. We will promote that as well here really quickly. We had the opportunity on the Bryan County Patriot Facebook page, as well as a couple of other Facebook pages, to get to partner up with Texoma Financial Services. Ronnie Walters, Michael Hatch, they got that done. We got to broadcast from Main Street Barbecue last week in the cold weather, and we got to broadcast from Greenspray last week. Texoma Financial Services was giving away gift cards at local businesses, and they're doing it again this week. On Thursday, they're going to be giving away a gift card at Caked Up, and on Friday, they're going to be giving away a gift card at the Roadhouse. So keep that in mind, and you can go, I believe, to the Texoma Financial Services Facebook page if you would like to sign up to be on the list, to be maybe get your name drawn. So check that out, Texoma Financial Services Facebook page. Look that up. So there we go. All right, I think we'll wrap it up then. No Caddo score, but we did get the gift card in. So yeah, Ronnie, I think that's incredibly cool. Texoma Financial Services just being a blessing to the community, and that's really what we're all about here at the Bryan County Patriot. All right, so God bless you all. Thank you for watching tonight. Remember, be wise. Be wise. And if you feel like that you don't have wisdom, the Bible says, ask. In James chapter 1, God said, ask and I'll give you wisdom. Number 2, walk in love. It doesn't hurt anything to walk in love. It really honestly doesn't. Even when people don't walk in love back towards you, you still have the opportunity to do what you know is right. And what other people do should never determine how you live your life. So you have a choice and you can walk in love. And number 3, and very importantly, do not, and I repeat, do not walk in fear. So many things that you hear, here we are in 2021, and we're still hearing that there are different reasons to be scared of viruses and scared of this and scared of that and scared of the government and scared of cancel culture and scared of blah, 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 blah. Don't walk in fear. Don't do it. Doesn't mean that you don't have respect for the things going on around you. Have the respect. You can use that wisdom, but don't walk in fear. All right. Thank you to everybody for watching tonight. I appreciate lots of folks coming in and out of the broadcast tonight. For those of you that are here till the very, very end, God bless you. Thank you so very much. We will be back again next week. BCP Live, a weekly broadcast here in 2021. God bless you. Have a great night.